of course, I hated reading. That's the truth. I hated reading. But as time has gone on, I realized that reading is my ticket to freedom. And I used to often hear her say, reading take you places, and that's true. Because if you take the time to study, to read, you will find out there are so many things that you could do in this industry alone. When I started out in cosmetology, I started out, we were wearing nothing but nurse uniforms at the time. We had on all white. We had to wear the stockings, the shoes, you name it. So we couldn't go out on the clinical floor without it. Well, as a matter of fact, you couldn't go on the clinical floor until you knew that book. See, a lot of that has changed. A lot of times people start schools and stuff, and they find out that some of these people have abilities to do hair. Immediately put them out on the floor without allowing them to learn the theory part of what they're doing. Exactly. And we're finding out, because I get calls a lot about information about how to pass that state board test, or how to successfully get their clients in and keep them. See, it's one thing to get them in, because I may be able to style your hair and make you look good, but people are not impressed with that anymore. They want their hair to stay on their head. Exactly. Okay? So that's the part of cosmetology. And so we're finding out that in our industry, just because you have an ability to make someone look good, they can look good for a moment. But what do you do when their hair start coming out? Exactly. What do you do? Exactly. And to me, it's so important that we continue to learn on a day-to-day basis. Exactly. Because things are, and like Stephanie said, things are changing. Our products are changing. Exactly. They are. They're changing, and some are helping, and some just they shouldn't have never touched. But but we realize sometimes people pick up things because they like the way it smells and the way it make their hair feel. But what is it really doing for the hair? Okay, think about it. What is it doing for that? I mean, people don't want to read, but they want to trust you. Yeah, exactly. They want to trust you. I think you were telling me something earlier. We were talking about, I'm trying to think. We were talking earlier about this business, and something you said, Stephanie, that stuck with me, about how our clinic runs. When we first started out with our business, people still wanted it to be the salon. Okay, I get it. But because we're moving more into health, we're not just for the scalp and the hair, we deal with the skin, the body, the mind, everything. So we noticed that with our clients, some of them were just fatigued from the day. Some had stress issues. So you really can't sit someone in a chair and do their hair if they just so stressed out. You've got to learn how to relax them. And that's why we take time to study and read and understand and learn how to get the body. We learn about the what? Body. Exactly. And if I'm not mistaken, I just came back from Chicago, and our 201 was strictly dealing with the head, the cranial, and how the blood actually flows in the cranial, and how important it is not to put tension on certain parts of the cranial, because you can stop the flow of oxygen, you can stop the flow of blood, and a person can fall dead in your chair. That has happened. A lot of people ask, was the story about the little girl in those braids wasn't true. Yeah. I can see where it was true. Yeah. Because we took time out to do a diagram of the head to see how the main artery goes in, and it feeds the different parts of the cranial. And if you're pulling on certain parts, like when we go get braids and whatever weaves that's super tight, you need to know the damage that you're doing when you're pulling and pulling and pulling and pulling and causing so much discomfort. We were told that if it's tight, it's right. Yeah. No, it's not right.
especially around your
Yeah.
edges, because those are nerve endings also. And a lot of people do put a lot of tension
Yeah.
on their edges and the hair break off and from stress, because that's putting a lot of stress on your hair tension. And those are nerve ending areas, so it will break off and you will have thinning areas, and which can lead to traction, alopecia. So, but it's not permanent. It will grow back, but the more and more tension you put on it, it will cause scarring. You know, you will damage those follicles, and it will turn into something more serious. But if you're suffering from traction alopecia, that's though there are treatments and services and ways where you can get that hair to come back, but it's without tension, without stress on your hairline.
Here's something else. Um, we've been in our classes now. We've added about the feet and the hand, and I was asked. So now you're doing the feet. When you find out how everything is connected together, how important it is. You know what? If I knew what I know, if I knew what I know now, I would have taken better care of my feet.
True.
You know, definitely my hair and my scalp, my teeth, everything works together. And when I tell you, it's important that we maintain uh, um, the information about our whole total body, the way we think. And people don't think that that is important. It is so important. I remember we talked about the emotions. We talked about how each emotion affects different parts of the body. And if people really take serious what we have said in our past lives about those issues, you will find out how important it is to keep a clear mind, to um, push out all negative things and only think of the positive things. You will start training yourself. Your body will start operating in the way that it was created to function.
Exactly.
But when I was talking to them about the feet, it was so funny because under the feet, when you look at the chart, it talks about your bladder. It talks about, it just talks about different parts of your body. And when you don't know, you don't know. When we were in school, I used to love biology, but I didn't love it enough to try to learn anything to learn to pass the course. So now I'm finding it fascinating to go back and read about this body that we live
Exactly.
and how important it is to take care, even to the part where we need to moisturize our skin. And we need to know how to correctly exfoliate our skin and things like that. When we came out with our scrubs, the scrubs, we took time to study on how to formulate them, who they could be used on, and how to carefully give instructions on how to use it. Because we found out it has its purpose, but
Exactly.
everybody can't do it.
Exactly.
Everybody can't do it. So, with that being said, I thought I was saying, oh, hey, everybody. People are coming in.
And Dr. Robson, I would like to focus as far as going into the new year, retaining clients and things like that, because you said something that was very key. I think with our trip when we went to Hampton,
Okay.
and it stuck with me then. And when I overheard you and DQ talking, and it stuck with me then. It's not about, you can have clientele, or you can have a lot of clientele. You can't have that much clientele, but the clients that you do have, you keep them by the services experience. You take care of those clients that you do have, and treat them good and give them a great service, and where you have that wow factor, and you keep those clients and also get referrals through those clients, and that really stuck with me because I don't say I have a mountain of people just breaking my door down, but the clients that I do have, they get a great service.
Okay.
They get a great service, and um, just continue to learn, and especially with the hair, the stock hair, and when Greg was on, we first launched the live, and he was talking about the different stock pieces and things like that, and boiling your hair, getting all the toxins and the whatever it is they put on it while it's in the warehouses and to preserve it and things like that. Those are key things that we should be doing out here, and make sure our tools and implements and things
Now that's true.
like that are clean, and just with the different emotions and how it all ties in with stress and hair loss and things like that. So a lot of those lives and key points that we've made on there, they've resonated, and I try to incorporate those into my services and everything, which I think are great. And I appreciate just the knowledge that you have, that you pass along and give, because it's very helpful.
Well, you know what? Through the years, I can honestly say cosmetology has evolved so differently over the years. Things are always changing. When I first started out, I was thrilled at the fact that I could learn how to do hair and just make them look good. But to be honest, when I first started, it was a struggle for me. I started out in nursing, and it's so funny how I got into cosmetology. But I'm thinking, what's hard about doing hair? It was not hard. I can learn how to do this. I found out I was absolutely wrong, because you still need to know your math. You know, when you're in school. When I get out of school, I ain't got to do the science, history. I ain't got to do nothing. Oh yeah, you still do it. It's still part of what I do. But when I found out that it was not easy to put magnetic rollers on a mannequin, I was just out there. I was like, no, it's just fixing hair. Well, it's more to it. And I think we have, as cosmetologists, we sometimes sell ourselves cheap because of the way we treat our industry. We treat it as, we're not as aggressive in getting the information and learning the things that we need to know to keep our business at the top. And P2P came along to do that. P2P came along at a time when everybody needs to see cosmetology a little different than what we had been seeing. And so even though I hear a lot of negative things, I take the negative along with the positive sometimes. When people write in sometimes and they tell me what they think I should be saying and what I should, well, I'm led to say what I need to say. And so I like this. I like what we're doing. In fact, I love what we're doing. And I really, after we do our lives, we get so much feedback. Right now, we are up to 5,000 followers, that have been following us. And when I told some of them I wasn't going to be able, or we weren't going to be able to get on Tuesday, it was like, well, what's going to go down? I said, well, we'll come on Thursday and talk, and talk. But I'm glad that people are tuning in. They're enjoying these lives. I'm enjoying doing them because it makes us study. I do appreciate those that have gone through the P2P Nation, that sign in and do their comments. I think I love that. I like the dialogue that we have. And also, I like the fact that what we don't know, we're willing to learn.
Exactly.
Okay? We're willing to learn. We're not saying we know everything. And I often tell people, you're absolutely right. We are not physicians, but we are paramedical, meaning we work alongside the physicians. Now, you can't work alongside a physician unless you know some medical terms. You got to know what you're doing. I mean, the places that you're touching, you need to know the terminology. It's so much involved in what we do. And that's why we keep P2P alive. And we strive to continue to get educated. When we went into the beauty supply store, all you could smell was plastic.
Yeah.
Well, if you don't know what you smell, if you don't know what to distinguish what you're smelling. You go in, you just pick up some stuff, which let me know 99% of their hair in that particular beauty supply store was plastic. It was a man-made material. This the flip side of that. You don't know how your body's going to react to that product that they say is 100% human, and you find out it's master mix.
Yeah.
But they have 100% human, really huge, and master mix be like this. But if you're not reading, sometimes it can cost you your life. So you have to be careful. And that's with color. That's with everything. They're producing stuff so fast now, and we don't know what it's made out of.
True that. And you know, it's funny that you said that because I purchased some hair and put it and dyed it with pre-lighting it, and strands in it turned black. Like it was blonde, but then it had some strands in it that was black. And I was like, well, no, I know this ain't human. This can't be 100% human. I think he sold me some master mix. This might be some yak hair. I don't know.
Could be.
But I learned then, and now I know now I know what I'm looking for. I know how to detect it. I know what I know what I'm feeling. I know what I'm smelling. Just like how Greg said, when you bring those, first of all, before you even put them in your client's head, you got to sanitize it.
Yeah.
You got to cleanse it.
Yeah.
You know, because that's just like, think about a warehouse and stuff stored in bulks. Y'all know what's running around in the warehouses. Y'all know what's running around in the warehouse. Y'all see them on social media. They had to post some videos and them rodents in them bags and stuff like that. So you have to clean before you cleanse the hair before you put it in your client's head.
And those of you that's going to places to get services done, you want to see the people, whoever it is, you want to always see them washing their hands and doing the proper procedures. Y'all know what's right. You wouldn't go to your physician and see him dig up his nose and then want to touch you and work on you. You wouldn't want that, would you?
No.
No, that's well, it's the same. Now we do have a say-so when we go to places to get services done.
True.
If we see that it's not done correctly, you speak up then. You don't let stuff keep going on. Even if you came to me and I'm doing something that you know I should be doing, then please, oh please, say something. You know, because you have a say-so, you know. I don't want anything so fast that, you know, it's not prepared right, or you go to dinner and they fix your food and they come right back. Now they ain't got your order and came right back with your plate. That's almost like, no, they already had that ready. Or, you know, it's just things that I like the fact that people are asking questions. And I realized on this live, which was supposed to have been done one time, it turned out to be several times. And we're still doing it over and over and over again. And we just wanted to take time today to talk to you all. And we kind of just talking today, I think.
Yeah.
And so we want to encourage everyone that's on the live and those that will see it later. If you have something that you really want to do, the only way it's going to get done, you got to work at it. You cannot let anybody come and pull you off what you're supposed to be doing. And you've got to know, and I tell people all the time, they say, well, Dr. Robinson, show me how you did it. I can tell you how it's done, but you have to form it for yourself, because what I'm doing may not be it may not be what you need to do, but I will tell you the correct way how to become certified. I will tell you the correct way how to put what you've learned into practice, but putting it all together to make it your business, that's going to be strongly up to you. That's going to be totally on you. But I do like the fact that people are calling. When we first started this business, people didn't come all the time. You know, sometimes I might sit up here and be by myself. But because I believe what God called me to do, I sit up here by myself. Now I'm seeing a different picture. A friend of mine who's on live today, She spoke it to me. She said, "You can do this. I see you doing it." Now, I didn't see it, but I was willing to work until I could see it. Okay? And what I'm saying to you all, I'm saying this to somebody. I didn't try to make it happen because I heard it. I knew I had to get the proper education. I knew I had to get um, um, educated in a way where I could survive in this business because I didn't know it. I knew I was called to do it. I don't know everything, but what I know. And as time has gone on and I've gone to school and I've taken classes and I've taken exams, God has always showed himself strong in this business. So now we don't always sit up here and it just be us. Because now we got clients coming in. We're grateful to God for that. And so I'm saying this to those that have taken this class. Don't just sit around and twiddle your thumbs. If nobody's coming into your big facility, do your paperwork, because there's plenty of paperwork to do. Do your paperwork. Make that day count. Do something. I pray a lot too, y'all. I pray a whole lot. And when I'm sitting up here sometimes, I've got plenty of paperwork to do. Accreditations and books and you name it. It has to be done. And I'm at a place in my life where I believe that whatever I put my mind to, I can achieve it. And I just believe that. And so I try to pour that over to those that are listening and watching. If this really what you want to do, take time out and get the education that you need. And don't stop till it is DONE, till it's done. And once it's done, see, people look at the times, oh, it's going to take me so long. It wouldn't take you so long if you just get started. And so, get started. And put your heart into it until it's done. Am I right, Steph?
You're correct. You're correct.
Yeah.
And before we get off, we just, like I said, we just wanted to kind of touch bases on some of the lives that we've discussed. Pushing forward into 2019, staying professional, leveling up, keeping and maintaining your clients, give them that wow factor, that experience where they keep coming back. Make sure your implements and your tools and your surfaces and everything are clean.
Yes.
Properly sanitized. Have your stock pieces in as far as your customized pieces, because as a P2P, those clients, they're going to call. So, you have your customized pieces, and then you have your stock pieces that you're going to have in your inventory, your products and things that you're going to come up with, because like Dr. Robinson said, we make products. She didn't just come on like, okay, I want to have a product. It was a demand from clients. Hey, what can you do for me? Or I heard you on your live and you said this, that, and the third. Well, I'm suffering from this. How can you help? And with education and learning about different things and different oils and products and things like that, formulated our own thing. And not only outside, but like Dr. Robinson said, it's the inside. You got to deal with what's going on with the inside also, and it will exude and portray it on the outside.
It will. One good example is we have this new client that's coming in, I think, tomorrow. The demand is that she need a wig, and she need a custom. She wanted to be close to her hair. But this is the thing. A lot of people don't know that when people come in and ask for custom, they may bring their own hair. And hear what I'm saying. And it may be hair off of either one of their children's head or hair that has come out of their own head. So we do have, and I think I'm going to offer a class on that where you can take the hair that they bring in and you can actually fix it where you can fix it on a wig for them. And the lady did call today, and tomorrow she's coming in. Now, this is what I'm saying. It's so much to learn. You could never run out of things to do. It's always something to do, and it's always something to learn. Because when that was presented to me, I didn't know how to do it. I honestly did not know how to do it. But it was given to me to do. And I'm going to tell you how I learned how to do it. I had to pray first. And as a result of it, I think I used it on many of my clips when I teach. I took her hair and put it on a wig cap. So now she wears her hair. Well, now here's another lady coming in, and she needs the same thing. But her daughter's going to donate her hair. She's going to donate her hair so that I can fix a wig for her mom. Now, if you don't think it's a need for what we're doing, you're in the wrong place. But I'm here to tell you, it's a great need. And as long as I got breath in my body, I'm to meet the needs that come my way. So I'm saying this to all you licensed, all of you that need to be licensed, all of you that want to be licensed, cosmetologists, barbers. It's available for you. If you don't have it, it's because you haven't taken the time to find it. But it's available to you. And I say get with it because the times are changing. The demands are different. People are asking different things now. And we've got to keep up so we'll be able to give those things that they need. Okay? Okay. Did we need to talk about products or anything?
Now, we do have a host of products here at the clinic. We have our scrubs, our charcoal, and our clay scalp detoxes. We have our scalp refreshers, shampoos and conditioners, and then we have our shea butter. Now these are products that we already market and retail, but we do have a host of a new line of products that are coming out. So y'all stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be very good for relaxation, diabetics, some cancer patients. So y'all be on the lookout for that. Dr. Robinson, of course, you know, those gears be turning, and then we just bring, you know, we bring the dream to a reality because it's a need for it. People are asking for it, it's in demand, so we gonna put it out there.
And I'm glad she brought that up because one of our clients is a diabetic, and we made a brown sugar honey scrub for her because because her being diabetic, you have to be careful not to tear the skin and all of that. So we made this formula just for her. And she called and she said, oh my goodness, this is absolutely outstanding. And she called us today, as a matter of fact. I talked to her today. And she has, I guess one of her co-workers or somebody she knows wants to get something for her scalp. So it's a demand for what we're doing. And it all started out just stepping out on faith. Because you never know how things can be done in your life until you start doing something.
Exactly.
And so it's working, and that encourages us to continue to do what we're doing and to continue to be a help to each other. And hopefully we can continue to be a help to you all. And once again, I am so thankful that you've taken time out of your busy schedule to get on our live with us, and we really, really appreciate you all. And here is how we can be reached. If you have any questions, you want to know about a detox, you want to know as you're going through the detoxification, what the different colors mean, we have all of that information. We could be reached by email by P2P information 7@gmail.com. You can also see us on YouTube under P2P BHAM. And please get on there and share and like. And this live, share and like it to your friends. We might have said something that will help someone that you know as well. And if you know somebody that you want us to talk with or anything like that, please contact us.
And don't forget the website, Wiz
Oh,
by
yes.
Suzette.
wigsbysuzette.com. That's
Okay,
correct.
all right.
Which is about to change. It's going to have a new flair to it. It's forthcoming. I think we're going to put the dates out there. The dates should be out there tomorrow. All our dates should be out there on tomorrow. And we do service men. We do have a scrub for the men.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
We do have a scrub for the men. We do. And thank you, Lonnie Davis. Hey, John Davis Jr. Hey, Pastor. It's good to see y'all on the live. It does my heart good to see you all tune in and hear your comments and everything. Please, once again, check with us on next Tuesday. If the Lord say the same, we should be back on the air on our regular scheduled time at 6. And it's 6 Central Time, 7 o'clock Eastern Time. And we're thanking you once again. Telephone number 205-503-9916. And you can ask for Suzette or Dr. Robinson or Stephanie Nevitt. We're here to service you.
And I also want to say no snow in Beham. Let's pray for no snow.
She don't want to know. After I buy some groceries, it can snow. We thank you all.
All
You all
right.
have a magnificent evening. Once again, thank you. And if you need some product, oh, I was going to tell you about the men product. We do have a scrub for the guys. We didn't leave you all out. We have a scrub for you all. And I want to encourage you all. Y'all come by and make an appointment, guys, too, and get a detox done on your feet. You're going to be surprised what's going to come out of your feet. But I want to encourage you all to please come and who wrote that? Okay. Come and get the services that you need. We do preventive services too, so I do have to tell people it's not just for people that are losing their hair or those that are going through chemo. It's more than that. We do preventive services, so if you notice some thinning, those of you who don't have blood pressure medicine, we can help you with some things. We can suggest some things that will help you with that to help kind of lower your dosage on your medication. So please feel free to contact us. Once again, it's time for us to go. And we enjoyed you. Thank you. Leah. That was good.
Ding.
Share it.
You should think about it.
Girl, I was getting down. They was on that 2-1. They was on that one. How you find it?
It came up after the video.